And we're back with Hayley Sicking. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you so much for coming to perform for us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. We were talking a little bit before the show about how opera is such an important medium and how we're so excited to get to share it here at Dallas Music Network.
Yes.
It's kind of a calling though.
It is. Yes, it is.
So can you tell us when you felt that call?
When I felt the call to be an opera singer, that's interesting. You know, I have known I wanted to be an opera singer since I was a small child, actually. Before I even heard an opera or ever saw one, I just always knew. I would run around telling my friends, I'm going to be an opera singer, and I didn't even know what it was. So I very much feel like it was something that I was called to do from a very young age.
So you would give them opera performances?
I would a little bit. I would give demonstrations, even though I didn't know what I was doing, and they loved it. They would often request them, even sometimes in the middle of soccer games on the soccer field.
That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. And then you had the pleasure of getting to learn what it was.
Yes.
Fully step into the role.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things for which you were trained all through college and grad school.
Yes. Yeah, I do have a master's in music from the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music, which is amazing. Yeah, so I'm very, very thankful.
Yeah, it's quite a fantastic opera program. And you perform all over the world now in all of these roles.
I have, yes.
We're very blessed to get to hear some of your work on the stage today.
Thank you.
So as you continued to embrace that call, what specifically about opera spoke to you?
I think ultimately opera is about truth. And I think it's about the human experience. And opera, what spoke to me about opera was what it woke up in me when I heard it, which I think is something that we need in the society. And we are so often not presented with opportunities to feel that.
Or just to feel, period,
yes,
right?
to feel, yes.
So I love that you call opera truth. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's the core of it for you. When you say that opera is truth, it sounds like for you, what you're speaking about is kind of emotional truth.
Yes. Opera is performed and sung, I should say, from a place of alignment, from a place of connection, from a place of honesty, ultimate truth. It's unique in that way. There is entertainment and there's art. And art opera is a true form of art that requires that full integration.
So integration of self for the performer.
Yes.
And it sounds like integration of self for the audience as well, to a certain extent, to really be able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about that journey?
The journey of how to invite the audience to that, or?
Both. How to invite yourself to it, first of all. Ooh, because I'm sure there's a surrender involved in that.
There is. Yes. The practice of vulnerability is a daily, undeniably important part of being an artist, and specifically an opera singer. You must live into your empowered state, but also be completely exposed all the time. So what that allows as a performer is an opportunity to create a place for internal stillness to arise in the listener. And in that space, and this is what's so powerful about opera, is when you do it well, you create a space that everybody's experience is unique. Because it's their own feeling, their own experience, their own journey of exploration within themselves.
That's really beautiful. So it sounds like the path of inviting the audience is first inviting self.
Absolutely.
And then in inviting self, you're able to open up the space.
Yes.
Give permission for the audience to enter with vulnerability.
Yes.
And then give them permission to kind of access their truest selves.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
And the daily practice of that is unique for everybody. You know, the different ways in which we find that within ourselves, it requires a lot of self-awareness. You have to be constantly aware of where are you resisting. So where can I practice non-resistance? Where can I stay open when my instinct is to close? And so that allows the invitation for others to join you in that space.